Good morning, Mr. Johnson.
Morning.
How
How
are
you
you?
doing today?
What's new, man? So I guess you have a conflict with your lawyers now.
Yes, I've been had a conflict with my lawyers for some time.
You need a lawyer to represent you, though.
Hey, he can represent me. I mean, I still filed a complaint with the bar, so I don't care how it goes. But I mean, I most definitely have a problem with him.
They want to withdraw from your case now.
Yeah, that's the second time they want to withdraw. How does that work? How do you quit twice?
Usually, when you file a grievance against a lawyer, at that point, the relationship becomes just irreparable, right? You just can't. You end up both just resenting each other. You don't get along, yada, yada, yada. So regardless, you need a lawyer to represent you in this case. So are you going to go hire another one, right?
No, I mean, he already stole my money.
I don't know anything about, how
Yeah,
this-
he
I
doesn't
don't
know anything about anything.
He signed, just a minute. They signed him up, and then, I'm not on record, but he asked me to come in and make this motion for him.
Okay.
But he charged him the regular fee, I know that's what he does.
Did you ask for a refund of the fee?
No, I haven't even talked to him. I haven't talked to him since I've been out of jail.
When'd you get out?
I want to say about 5 weeks ago.
Have you gone over there to see them? Well,
They got my number. I mean,
do you expect them to call you? You want a back rub too?
well, they text me to say that they want to quit.
In this world, it's a two-way street, right? You have to do stuff and they have to do stuff. If you're just going to call them or you're just going to wait for them to call and not do anything, I mean, you also have to put an effort as well, right? Like in every relationship, whether it's your parents, whether it's a wife, it's always a two-way road. If only one person does all the work, the other person is going to resent. It's both have to give as well. And I'm not saying that you got to do too much, but at the minimum, put in a phone call. Say, hey, man, can we set up a meeting at your office so we can go through the evidence and see what you have?
I dropped off tons of evidence between recorded phone calls. Man, they haven't seen anything. They haven't done anything. Mr. Johnson, can you remind me what's going on in your case? I mean, you don't know. So I find it very frustrating to deal with them, and I mean.
So let's do this. Okay. I need Mr. Garza to come here. Okay. So what I'm willing to do is this. Why don't we set this for next week? You pick whatever day you want. And I'm going to ask Mr. Garza to actually come here because he's the one that signed on to this case. He's the one that's technically representing you. Okay. Not Ralph. So we'll ask for him to appear so that you guys can go through everything and sit down, have a conversation, and you can do it here, right? That way, you can hear it from him.
Brother, you might want to know, I could ask this gentleman, who did you file the grievance against?
You can't file it against in a law firm. They said you can only do it with one individual lawyer. So I just picked the one that was coming to court.
And who was that?
What's his name? I forgot.
Stephen Goins?
Yeah, Mr. Goins.
Okay. So Stephen Goins works for Eric Garza.
Yeah, I know.
He's the one that the grievance was filed against, but Mr. Goins, I guess.
But he's not the attorney of record in this case. So let's do this. Let's pick a day next week. I'm happy with any day but Friday, because Fridays are just way too busy for us with arraignments. Any day you want, I'm happy to do it. I'm going to request that they have Mr. Garza come because he's the one that's signed on as the lawyer in your case. We'll have him, please have him bring all the evidence that you have, everything that you have with regard to this case. We'll have you guys meet, and then we'll talk and see if anything fruitful can come from it. Are you okay with that?
I'm fine. I don't got no more money, so I mean, I'm limited on options. So yeah, sure.
I think, Your Honor.
And as lawyers, right? For them to earn money, they have to do some work.
You would think.
Right. And I'm with you on that. Because lawyers, according to bar rules, have to justify what they're doing for the money. You can always request an accounting, right? And then they have to justify what they've done with the money. So we can do that. I want everybody to get along, right? But to be able to do that, we need him here as well.
But I just want to add, this gentleman said he didn't have any other options. He does have an option of getting appointed, right?
But he paid you guys money,
No, right, he paid him.
right? I mean, it would be silly. He paid a bunch of money for you guys. Nothing's been done, and then I'm gonna give him a lawyer
He
now?
said
Just-
nothing. That's what you're gonna find out.
So let's, right, and you're right. That's why have Mr. Garza come here and we can see what he's done.
But just
Mr. Marcus?
maybe an academic discussion, but what if Garza comes down here, let's say hypothetically, nothing has been done, let's just say. His option would be, I don't think he would.
And he
want
can't
Garza to
justify keeping the
represent him
money.
anyway. He still wouldn't want him to represent him anyway.
But then he can't justify keeping the money. Give him his money back.
To the bar and or lawsuit,
Say it again.
wouldn't that be like between him and the civil court? I don't know, I don't care, I'm not, I don't get the money, I'm just
Look,
saying.
your recourse is you always have the state bar, right? You can always request an accounting, okay? To see what they've done to justify having and being able to keep the money, right? Because if they've done nothing, they can't justify keeping it. That's it.
Well, I have Mr. Goins and Mr. Garza here,
Well, no, not Mr. Goings, because he's not the attorney of record here.
but he was the one that might have done the money. You know,
I don't know, but Mr. Goings now is,
Recess,
well,
because the
okay.
felony's been resolved now. So now I'm just dealing with this. I just want to get this over with. I mean, let's do that.
Were they representing you on the felony?
They quit on that too.
the problem is this is a violation of a protective order, right? If you plead to it, there are potential consequences, you
I'm not
know?
gonna plead to it, but I'm just still want to
Well,
go.
but you saying I wouldn't be done with it, there's only one way, or there's only two ways, right?
Right.
You plead to the case or we set it for trial. Those are the only two options that we have. For what? Well, that's not time served. If they've offered him time served, then that's basically you walk out of here today. However, you'd end up with a conviction on your record. And I don't know what you want to do. So let's do this. Let's have a meeting. Let's pick a day next week, any day but Friday. Ralph,
I'll
if
give
you,
you the date.
okay, and then if you can let Mr. Garza know, please come here, please bring the entire file so we can find out
Absolutely.
what you guys have, and then you guys can have a meeting. Your case is not too old. Mr. Johnson, your case is 127 days old. So if you need another 30 days, 45 days, I'm happy to give it to you so you guys can take more time to discuss. But
Get that done.
Quit. I just want to complain. So, I just like I
no,
said.
I totally understand your position and I get it. I'd be upset too, right? But let's see what they have to say. Perhaps something fruitful can come from the relationship. I know Eric and he's a nice guy, right? But let's
Maybe
see.
you'll give some money back, I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
Just do
All
it.
right. So guys, head on over there and we'll see you next week, huh?
I'll get you a court date, sir, if you don't mind waiting. And then have another one, Judge.
Okay.
I didn't mention it, but once again, for Garza,
I do have what you asked for, Your Honor, the file.
So he filed a grievance against you.
Yeah, I know.
What do you guys want to do?
Well, the grievance is an inquiry now, so I'm not really worried about it. Well, he hasn't alleged that we did any misconduct, in my opinion. It seems like what he wants done is a trial, which is fine with me.
I thought he would, like, when we spoke last time, it sounded like he just wanted to be done and just done with it.
Right, Your Honor, he's under the wrong impression that evidence that he provided us would just get the case eliminated. And we've never had that conversation with him to tell him that I reviewed it, Mr. Goins has reviewed, was given us, that is not going to be enough to just get the case over and done with. He does, from his felony assault, have quite a bit of credit, which may be enough, which Goins was just about to check his court clerk, may be enough get rid of this case.
And I would certainly accept whatever you guys want to do. So if, I'm happy to do whatever you guys want to do. So, and I'm really surprised he hasn't checked in. Do you have a phone number for him? You want to try to reach him to see if he's, and then, I think all he wanted to do was kind of meet with you, is what it sounded like to me. I don't know.
I always call the office, set up an appointment.
I get it. So do you have anywhere else to go?
Mr. Goins,
He's not here. I don't want to have to make you wait. And I mean, if he doesn't show up by the end of docket, I'm gonna end up provoking the bond because he's supposed to be here and he knew he's supposed to be here. So I don't know if you guys want to wait,
I'm willing to wait until end of business day, and then if he's not here, then I'm gonna go for the motion withdrawal.
I got it. And now, of course, I'll, if he ends up not showing up, I'll revoke it and then I'll, of course, grant you withdrawal. Absolutely, but I'm really surprised he's not here because he's usually pretty punctual and he's never not. Yeah, I guess let's wait a little bit. Hopefully he shows. I was hoping that you guys could, at the minimum, get together and talk about all the evidence that's out there and see what you guys want to do. Alex, what have you guys offered on this case? Have you offered?
210 days.
He
Okay,
has 97 days credit, so he has time served.
have credit if you wanted to do that. They've offered you time served in this case. How old is this case? It's not too old, so if you need more time, I'm happy to give you more time.
One time for what?
Discovery. To see, is discovery complete?
Yes, Your Honor.
Everything's in?
Everything's uploaded and shared, Your Honor.
Okay, all the discovery is in. So basically, the only thing that needs to happen is you guys get together, you look at all the discovery and make a decision of what you'd like to do, whether you want to accept a plea bargain or we set the case for trial.
I don't want to accept the plea bargain.
I'm sorry.
I don't want to accept the plea bargain.
Okay. Have you seen the evidence though?
No, I know.
I think that that's a really big thing you should do. I mean, really, if you've not seen what they have, that's one of the first things you need to do to see what you're facing, right? I don't know what evidence is out there. I don't know anything about your case.
I don't have any evidence.
Well, how do you know,
Okay.
right? I don't know. I mean, what do you have, Alex? What evidence is there in this
We
case?
have body cam, we have dash cam, and then we also have 911 calls. And there's more also on WatchGuard that's been shared to the defense as well.
There's body cam, a 911, dash cam.
Well, I'm not getting any of it.
But you've not seen it,
Okay.
right?
No, I haven't seen
Will you at least take a look?
it. Sure.
Okay, do you guys have it here so that we can watch? By chance?
I don't have a laptop with me, Your Honor. I have my cell phone, and there's connectivity issues in this building. It may or may not ever actually work, watching a video inside this building. At the office, not a problem. Here,
Would you mind going to their office to watch it?
Okay.
Okay.
Do whatever you want to do.
Well, at the very minimum, all I'm asking you to do is look at the evidence that's out there. That's all. I mean, it's one of the basic tenets that when you pick up a criminal case, you got to know what you're facing. You got to know what evidence is out there before you make a decision whether you want to go to trial or whether you don't. That's really one of the most basic things. So when would be a good time for you to go to their office? You tell me,
Remember that, ready?
okay?
today, in an hour.
Are you okay today?
Yeah, fine.
Okay, so let's do this. We'll set your case off a week. What time's good for you, Mr. Marcus? Right now, it's what, 9:45? You're here already now. Let's go do it now.
Well,
Or
I'll be in office from 1 to 5.
is that okay? 1 o'clock?
Sure.
Okay, done. So you guys meet, please, you have everything, right?
Yes.
Okay, just take a look, Mr. Marcus, and then when we come back, you let me know. If you still want to go to trial, more than happy to accommodate. We'll do that. Okay? Wonderful. Okay, guys, good luck.
Thank you.
Mr. Mina, come on up. How's jail? Say that again? Oh, so you're sobering up.
Yes, sir.
Wonderful. How does it feel to have your head out of the clouds? What's the drug of choice?
Sober.
Touche. I get it, right? But what's your normal drug of choice when you're out there? Is it meth, cocaine? What is it?
You have to say weed.
Man, come on.
Yeah. I would have said it.
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
How was the coming down? It's a bitch, ain't it?
It sucked.
I know. You know, the thing about it is that when you're using, you tend to do all kinds of crazy stuff that you wouldn't normally do just to keep the high going because it's expensive. It's not cheap. And if you don't have a job and you don't have a steady income, then you resort to what? Fraud, theft from the elderly. And that's what we don't want. What we were trying to figure out is what to do with you today, because they've offered you time served, but the problem is that you just plead today, it end up as a conviction on your record, you're going to get out today, but are you just going to resort to the same old thing? That's what we're trying to prevent, because we want you to do something with your life instead of now you've got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is your 10th case, not including out of county and out of, what is it? How much does he
I
have?
believe it was a center that's been discharged.
So he's on parole.
He was. He was.
Are you on parole now? What were you on parole for? What do you want? I know you want to get out. I understand that, but what?
What was going donkey? Maybe now I went to school and I used to have this
You know, it's never out of the realm of possibility. If you were to straighten up and just start working hard, there's so many resources out there to help you out because people want to see you. They don't want to see you fail. I mean, some people want to see you fail, but most don't. They want to see you make something of yourself. And if you truly care, if you truly want to, there are resources out there to help you out. Your background certainly won't help, but with time that passes, if you show that you can mature and that you can change, character and fitness committees for the bar, for, for medical school, they tend to overlook things if you change and if you show a willingness to. But it starts with you. I don't know. What do you want to do? You tell me. I'm going to tell you this, though, Mr. Mean. I want to make one thing perfectly clear to you, that the days of catch and release are over. So if you plead guilty today and walk out of here today, that's your choice to do if you want to do that. But I will not continue to play this game. So if you continue to come back with criminal cases over and over, I'm going to keep you. And I will not take any more offers. And then I will put you into a residential program if you keep coming back. I have now probably a list of around 5 people that I do not, when they keep coming back with new cases, because they do, no more. I will immediately set them for trial. And if they are found guilty or whatever deal they negotiate, it includes treatment. I'm not going to make you tell me what you want to do now. I want you to speak to your lawyer. If you want time served, you've got my blessing. If that's what you guys want to do, no more catch and release. The next time you come back and I see you, because I write every single down, I write everything because I can't remember everything. That's it. You understand? Okay? Ask whatever you want.
Thank you, Judge.
Yeah, for sure.